If you'd like to have less trouble with your sewing machine, it helps to have a basic understanding of how all sewing machines work. Whether it's a simple sewing machine or a sophisticated embroidery machine or a long arm quilting machine, they all have a couple things in common. And it all starts with a needle, and what makes sewing machine needles special is the eye of the needle is close to the point. And the point can be either really sharp and cut a hole, or it can be designed to separate the fabric. So then we have our point, our eye, and a scarf above the eye, and then a flat on the back, so that not all machines have this, but so that if the needle is rotated, it makes it easier to get it in there straight. And then on the front of the needle, there's a groove so that as the thread comes up and down, it'll slide in and out of that fabric as it's forming the stitch. Then we have our tension discs with a check spring and a take-up lever. And then we have our needle plate on the bed and a presser foot to hold the feet down and some feed dogs to move the fabric. And we have our bobbin case, which is inside a basket, which is held in place by a positioning finger, and it's surrounded by a hook that either goes around it like this, or around it like this, or oscillates back and forth like this. So here's how it all works. We're going to put it together. Join me as we bring our needle down. As it starts to rise, the tip of our hook picks up the thread, wraps it around our bobbin case. When it's at the halfway point, our pull take-up lever pulls that big loop up that was held by the tension disc and the check spring until we can form another stitch. So as our needle goes up and down, we're picking up the thread and wrapping it around that bobbin case. Meanwhile, when the needle comes out of the fabric, the feed dogs grab the fabric and move it towards the back of the machine. We call that forward sewing. Seems a little backwards to me. When it goes